Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about some of my current favourites, so talking through all of my beauty, fashion and lifestyle favourites of the moment. I feel like it's been a really long time since I've filmed anything like this, and I just wanted to do a more kind of relaxed and chatty, informal style video. So I kind of wanted to start with beauty just because I know my content is so heavily fashion focused that I thought it would be good to mix things up a little bit. And the first product that I want to talk about is actually a hairstyler, and this was really kindly gifted to me by GHD. It's their new GHD Gold hairstyler, and I am really loving using this. As you guys probably know, I kind of have a bit of a look. I always have sort of messy, wavy hair. That's my go-to hairstyle. When I was younger, it was really sleek and straight. Now I just like something that's a little bit more natural and a little bit effortless looking. And I use a straightener to achieve that. I've actually only ever used a GHD hair straightener. I've never had one of those barrel style hairstylers. I've always used a GHD hair straightener. I've actually got my old one here, which is the Platinum. This is the previous version, but what I like about this one is actually I've noticed that it heats up a lot more quickly than the Platinum, and I feel like it actually also styles my hair more quickly too, which is great for me because I'm really time poor. I have a very simple approach to styling my hair, and I love that this is so quick and easy. It literally only takes me about 5 minutes to do all of my hair in the morning. It's very fast. So what I like to do is I like to section my hair into two parts. So I'll have a bottom layer and a top layer. I just use a hair tie to separate them, and then I will straighten my hair first. This doesn't have to be too neat and too tidy because I'm going to wave it afterwards. I just find that this helps to get rid of a few of the flyaways and just give a much more sleeker looking wave. And I do this too because it stops the ends from curling upwards, and then I will use that same technique when it comes to actually waving and curling my hair with the styler. So I'll grab 1-inch sections and then I will curl away from my face. When it comes to the bottom section, I'll generally curl from as close to the root as I can get with the wand, and then for the top section of my hair I usually will curl from about 2 to 3 inches from my crown. I found that that's really the most flattering point to start the waves from my face, and sometimes I'll sort of alternate how high up they are so that I've got a little bit of texture in my hair. So I've actually found that this new styler has been helping to streamline my process of getting ready in the morning, which is great because you guys know I'm really pressed for time. I'm usually editing videos or writing a blog post or something like that before I go to work, so I can really use all the extra time that I can get. Then the next thing that I wanted to talk about is an eyeshadow palette, and this is one that's really wowed me, and I don't think I've been this excited about an eyeshadow for a really long time. When I found out this was launching, I was frantically trying to figure out where I could buy it, and it's the new Narcissist Wanted palette. I really love the packaging of this. I think it's really gorgeous. The pixelated eye, I just think it's really stunning, and the eyeshadows inside are beautiful. Some of them are a little bit extra and I don't really know where I'm going to wear them, but I'm going to make it work. This is what it looks like. I will do a bit of a close-up, and this is what I have on my eyes today. There's a really beautiful mix of shades, and I think if you're looking at the palette, obviously this sort of section is very wearable, really great for every single day. I'm currently wearing this shade here in the crease, this very bottom sort of milky oatmeal shade all over my lid, and then I have this very sparkly shade in my inner corner. So what's that? I'm not really sure what the order is. Maybe it's Biarritz, Seven Heaven and Shooting Star, but this palette is a dream. It blends out so beautifully. I didn't get any fallout, which is great. I actually had yesterday used a different eyeshadow palette of mine, and I ended up with all this fallout here, and it was a nightmare, especially because I was trying to get ready for work. But I'm very pleased with this. It's very pigmented as well. Like this color here packs a serious punch. So I'm really pleased I got my hands on this, and if it is still available, I will link it in the description box below. I managed to set mine up from Mecca, but I know it's limited edition, so I'm very sorry if it's sold out, but if you did manage to get your hands on it, lucky you, because yeah, it's a really beautiful eyeshadow palette. Then I've got a couple more beauty products I want to talk about. Maybe we should do another eyeshadow. So when Luke and I went to New Zealand over Christmas, I stopped off in the duty free on the way back home because there were a few beauty products I wanted to grab. I wanted to grab another Take the Dove cleansing balm from Clinique because that's pretty much all we use, and that's my makeup remover. I think it's brilliant, but I also wanted to try some new products, and one of the things that I picked up was from Chanel, and this is the Ombre Premier in Undertone. So this is essentially a cream eyeshadow, and this is what it looks like. I will do a close-up, but it's just a really beautiful neutral taupey shade. There's a little bit of shimmer through there. This is gorgeous all over the lid. It's one of those one wash wonders, and I've used this so much. I don't actually use the brush that came with it. It comes with, do I have it here? Here we go. It comes with this very cute little Chanel brush. I haven't used this at all. I think this is gorgeous. I have a thing for little mini size things, but what I've really been doing is using a sort of thicker synthetic brush to apply this all over my lid, and I find that it actually adds a lot of depth into my crease as well, which is great. I really love the colour of this, and I just feel like it's one of those really great go-to everyday sort of eyeshadows, and if you don't have oily eyelids like I do, then this is probably going to be perfect for you. If you want something a little bit more affordable that's really similar, I think the Maybelline Colour Tattoo eyeshadows are really great, and I've got one of those as well. It's just a little bit darker than this one. I feel like this is a better option for every single day, so been loving that from Chanel. And then actually I grabbed a lipstick or a lip product when I was at Chanel too, because I'd seen this recommended on quite a few different YouTube channels, and one girl in particular was using it a lot, and I sort of felt like if she's using this in her daily life all the time, then it must be a really great product and one that's worth investing in. So I decided to go for it, and I really am pleased with it. I do think I did do a whole blog post on my first impressions, but I'm going to tell you what it is. It's the Chanel Rouge Allure Ink. This is sort of a liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Amaro, and it's a really beautiful, almost peachy toned pink, and it has a doe foot applicator. This is what it looks like. I'm not wearing this today. I'm actually wearing Velvet Teddy by MAC. That's one of my favorite kind of easy go-to shades. But this has a really interesting formula to it. It's unlike anything else that I've tried. It's a little bit liquidy, very slippy when you're applying it, and it sort of applies a little bit sheer, so you do have to layer it on to get an even coat across your lips. However, it's so comfortable to wear. I think the colour is absolutely beautiful. I really like it. I think it's a really great basic, a good everyday shade. And this is the one product that I've been reaching for whenever I've been going out. I don't tend to go out too often, but this is the one that I seem to want to wear all the time, and it's a great little one to have in your handbag, and definitely very weighty. It feels really luxurious, so loving this. And then the last makeup product I want to talk about is a contour, or well, for me, I use it as a bronzer, and I think I mentioned this in my 2017 beauty favorites. I will link that up here if you want to watch it. And this is from Clinique, and it's their Chubby stick, and this is in the Sculpting contour. I don't know if I've got a shade number on here. 01 Curvy Contour. So this is a cream contour stick, obviously, but I really love this as a bronzer. I really like cream products. I feel like they look really natural on the skin as opposed to powders, which can look a little bit one-dimensional. I feel like these really add that dimension back into your face. And I use this to warm up my skin. I feel like it's really perfect. It's so easy to blend. It's a really great cream product if you're a beginner. And actually, I really do like Clinique's Chubby stick formulas. I think they're really nice. They wear pretty well over the course of the day, but I just think it looks really natural. It's what I've got on my face today. And I actually think I've probably been wearing this in most of the videos that I've filmed since I got it, but I'm really loving this product. It's one of my favorite kind of can't live without it products, and I feel like this is a really good multitasker as well. When I've been traveling and I've traveled with sort of a more minimal makeup stash, I've used this as an eyeshadow too, so it is a really good kind of all-rounder product. I did do a blog post wearing a full face of Clinique makeup, including this Chubby stick, so if you do want to read a little bit more about this product or some of the other ones that I had on my face, then I will have that in the description box below for you guys to check out. But now let's talk about some fashion items, and I've got quite a few pairs of shoes that I want to share. You guys know it's one of my weaknesses. But the first pair that I want to talk about are these ones from Country Road. Now, these are a bit of a new addition to my wardrobe, and I feel like I was pretty lucky to snap them up. I'm not sure if they're still available, but if they are, I will link them down in the description box. I have been wanting those slip-on mules from the Row for the longest time. I actually really like the Proenza Schooler ones as well. However, they are a little bit out of my price range. When I say a little, I really mean a lot. If memory serves me right, they cost over $1,000 and then you got taxes and duties on top of that. So realistically, they're probably not a shoe that's ever going to happen in my wardrobe. I'd be way too precious with them, and if you saw that video that I did that was stupid things I bought in my 20s, one thing I learned was not to spend too much money on shoes. So when I saw these, I felt like these were a really happy medium between those shoes and then kind of what would be a lot more practical for me, because when I did my style resolutions at the start of this year, I talked a lot about how I wanted to wear flats more often, and these fit the bill so well. They're super comfortable. They're a really nice soft suede, which is perfect for me because, as you guys know, I've got wide feet, but then I've also got a bunion on my left foot, so I like really comfortable shoes. I love this little tie across the foot, which you can actually adjust yourself, but they're just so easy to walk in. They're really comfortable. I think they look great with everything, and I know that these are going to be one of those shoes that I wear a lot the season ahead and also in winter because it doesn't get too cold here in Sydney, and I almost think I could maybe get away with wearing them with tights as well, but they might slip off my feet. But yeah, they are one of those things that are really inspiring me at the moment, and I'm definitely pleased that I managed to snap them up, and I will link the ones from the Row below as well in case you want to check them out and see what they look like. But yeah, these are gorgeous and they look really great with both skirts and with jeans. I will show you in the cutaway the two different kind of looks so that you can get a bit of an idea. I might talk about all the shoes and then move on to the clothing items. So the second pair of shoes that I'm absolutely loving at the moment are these Sam Edelman loafers. I got these, I want to say towards the end of last year. I got them around Black Friday and I've been wearing them so much. These are so practical. They look a lot like those Gucci loafers, however they don't have the Gucci price tag. You can see there's a little bit of a theme here. I'm really getting into like beautifully made shoes but that don't have that designer price tag. So I really like them. They are very chic, they're so classic, and they do go with everything. I've worn them in quite a few blog posts. You guys will have seen those if you follow my blog, but they look great with jeans, skirts. These are a really good one for work as well if I want to go for more of that masculine kind of aesthetic. So very pleased with them, and they're super comfortable as well. They've got a really nice soft leather. The only thing that I will say is that they don't do particularly well if it's raining. I did wear them where it was a little bit rainy in Wellington, and I found that it did damage the integrity of the shoe a little bit. Nothing major, but I do think that's worth mentioning. I haven't had mine resoled yet. I probably will at some point because I'm pretty sure that they have a leather sole and I don't want them to wear down, and they've also got some really nice cushioning. I will put in the description box what size I got as well for reference too if you guys are interested in maybe checking these out. Okay, and pair of shoe number 3 are these Editor heels from Eyelining, and these are in sort of a camel beige suede, they look like. This is just a really great classic shoe, and as you can see they've got this really cute little kitten heel, very easy to walk in, and I love how the shoe actually goes up the back of your ankle. These have a square cut across the toe, and I did talk about them in one of my previous videos I think, but I have these in a US 9.5. I'm usually a European 40 in all of my designer shoes. Every single time consistently. I always get a US 9.5 in Eyelining shoes. I've discovered that is my size in their shoes. They have a bit of a funny sizing chart, so I highly recommend just reading it in detail or contacting the customer service if you're not sure. But these are a really good fit. However, I do find that they are a little bit snug in the toe box, so worth mentioning. But I wear them a lot at work. They're one of those shoes I keep underneath my desk, and they go with every single outfit. I'm probably not going to wear them as much as we come into winter when I start throwing on tights, but they will be one of those ones that I wear with trousers, and they look really good with a little skirt or with jeans as well if I want to dress that up a little bit. And they are really comfortable. They've held up really well too. I haven't actually put a suede protector or anything on them, and I haven't noticed any marks, but yeah, they're holding up very well, and they have stretched out and softened a little bit as well, so very pleased with those. And then I've got a few clothing items to talk about, and the first one is, well, I mean, this is a bit awkward, but Can a girl have too many polka dots in her wardrobe? I'm not sure. I'd like to say no. But this is a skirt that I got from a store called Article and it was inspired by Jasmine Dowling. I love watching her Insta stories, and honestly I really like the things that she pairs together. She's got a really casual, effortless kind of a style. She wears a lot of t-shirts and skirts like this, and when I saw it, it just felt like it encapsulated so many different things about my style. Being polka dotted, it's cinched in at the waist, and then it has a really nice sort of long maxi, almost maxi length. Probably I'd call it a midi on me. I'm about 5'8", 172 centimeters tall for reference. I got this in the size small. They didn't do any smaller sizes, and while it's probably not as tight around the waist as I would like, I find it really comfortable, and I like the fact that it's got the elasticated panels on the side. The fabric, I don't believe it's a natural fibre actually. Let me just quickly double check. Yeah, so it's 100% polyester, but it has this really nice kind of feel to it. It's got a really nice drape, and it also has pockets. So I love that, and I love the fact that there's one of those things that you can throw on the washing machine. And it's one that I've been wearing a lot just with a black tee. I think it's going to look really great in winter time as well, with a little skivvy as well. Definitely something that I think I'm going to be wearing a lot. This next item I really wanted to talk about because I've recently got this comment on one of my videos asking me if I was going to recommend a silk cami, would I go for Eyelining or Grana? And if you'd asked me this 2 months ago, I would have without a doubt said Eyelining. You guys know how much I love Eyelining. I've got so much stuff from the brand in my closet. I've worked with them. I just really love their ethos, what they stand for, and their mission. And I really like their silk camis. I like the fact that they've got an adjustable strap. I think that's really convenient, and they've been one of those wardrobe staples that I've worn season in and season out. However, I think it's been pipped by the new silk camis from Grana, because I've got 2 of them and I recently bought a 3rd one, which is just a bit madness. I mean, God, who needs that many multiples in their wardrobe? It's a little bit insane. But I'm really a fan of the style. So it's the new, just plain silk cami, and it's got little thin spaghetti straps. It's square cut across the bodice, which I really like. I just think it's very flattering. It doesn't come down too low. You can wear a bra with it, either one with very thin straps or one that's strapless, which I really like. I like the fact that it's not sheer, double line the whole way through, and it looks great worn loose or tucked into something. So this has been one of those kind of go-to pieces for me. I haven't actually hand washed these. I've only taken them to the dry cleaner, so I can't really comment on how they wash. However, I have washed other silk pieces from Grana and they've done fine in the washing machine. All you need to do is make sure you put it in a delicates bag and wash it on a cold setting, or else just hand wash it in cold soapy water. So yes, it's just one of those things that kind of can't live without. If you live in Sydney and you've had to deal with the humidity here, then you will know what I'm talking about. It just gets so hot and sticky, and it's just really impossible to wear anything that has too much fabric. So thankfully I can wear this sort of thing for my job, which is great, but this is just one of those pieces that I don't think I could do without in my closet. Because it started to cool down a little bit here in Sydney, I've finally been able to start pulling out some of my longer sleeve tops, which have sort of been in hibernation over the summer. And the one that I've been really enjoying wearing and sort of been feeling really inspired by is this striped top from Warehouse. I actually picked this up in my Black Friday haul, which I will link up here because I think a lot of the items that I grabbed are still available. But this is really cool. I like the fact that it's got the alternating thickness of the stripes with the thicker white stripe and then the thinner one. It has sort of that mock neck detail, which is really lovely. But it's also really playful too because it has these ruffle fluted sleeves, and I've been wearing this a lot with skinny jeans. I just tucked it into skinny jeans and worn a little jacket over the top and a pair of heels. I just think that looks really chic. It's very effortless, and I also like the way that it pairs with skirts too. It's just sort of one of those easy staple pieces to have in your closet, and I know that this is something that I'm going to wear so much because it also washes really well. It's very easy to care for, and those are the kind of things that I tend to gravitate towards a lot when it comes to repetition of items in my closet. So yeah, that was just a really good one. If it's not available anymore, I will try and find something similar and link that in the description box below. You guys know the drill. The final fashion item I want to talk about is a pair of jeans, and I've been really getting into and embracing wearing those basic styles in my closet. I feel like those are the things that I feel most comfortable in and I feel really confident in as well. And these jeans I purchased last year, and they were kind of a bit of a surprising item for me. I didn't think I was going to wear them or love them as much as I did. And they're the Farley Mom jean, and you guys will probably remember them. I get a lot of comments about these whenever I wear them, but they have these sort of stepped frayed hem, and then they also have this buckle detail at the waist, which allows you to kind of tighten and nip in the waist a little bit. They are a high-waisted style, and I had these ones in, I want to say the size 25, like 32, I believe. I'm not entirely sure, but I've also bought this particular style in 24 as well. I think the denim's got a little bit of stretch to it. I have seen that Country Road have a very similar pair of jeans to this, but just without the buckle detail, and the denim's maybe a slightly different wash, but pretty true to this. And I will link those down below because I think they're a really good dupe if these ones aren't available, although they will probably be a little bit more expensive. But I love these. I think they're really flattering on me. I love how they look with heels. They look really great with my Sportscraft sandals, or even my little Vanelli two-tone pumps, which you guys know I love to wear a lot. I've thrashed those, and actually I might start wearing these a bit with my charcoal ones just to kind of make it a little bit more autumn themed. But yeah, these go with everything. I think don't really need to go into too much detail. You guys know jeans is just such a great wardrobe staple. Then I want to talk about a few lifestyle things. I don't have too many, but the first thing I thought I'd mention were a couple of books. So if you watched one of my recent vlogs, I haven't done too many, but I will also pop that one up here. I did a bit of a book haul, and I talked about how I wanted to get into reading a lot more this year. And I actually ended up reading 6 books in January and then 2 for February. And 2 of the books that I read, well, I mean, I liked every book, but 2 of them really kind of stood out to me. And the first one was Annihilation, which I read and I talked about in that video, and I'm still just kind of like still really enamored with this book. And I have actually ordered Authority and Acceptance. I meant to do it ages ago, but I kind of fell off the bandwagon, and then my FPOS card got skimmed and it was just a drama. So I finally ordered them. I can't wait for them to arrive so that I can finish reading the series, and I'm really excited for the movie as well. This just has a really interesting storyline, and I'm really intrigued to see how it plays out. I don't really want to talk too much about it so that I don't ruin it in case you're interested in having a read of this yourself, but it's a very easy one to get through, and you don't need to do it all in one sitting. I don't think so. I don't think that actually kind of detracts from the trajectory or of the book or the story, so definitely one to read. And then the other one that I just really immersed myself into was The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. And this is such an old book, and I have to say she was well ahead of her time with this. I just loved the way that it was written. It was just so compelling, and while I had seen the series before I read the book, I still enjoyed every single minute of this. It was just so well written. And actually, once I finished reading the book, I want to watch the series again, and I enjoyed watching the series again as well. You do see that there are so many parallels between what's written in the book and also in the series. A lot of the scripting seems to be the same, but there's a little bit more that happens on each side. Like the book, there's a few things that don't happen in the TV series, which I think might come in season 2, and then in the TV series there's a little bit that doesn't happen in the book. So really loved this one, and definitely one to read if you haven't. And then just 2 more little lifestyle bits. First thing I want to mention is a coaster that I bought last year. This one is from Anthropologie, and it's just one of their agate crystal coasters which has the gold trim around the edge, and I love this. I'm actually thinking of ordering a few more of these because I just think that they look really beautiful, and they're pretty inexpensive in terms of a little decor item, just something to kind of brighten up your desk. And I've had this sitting on my desk with my water bowl on it or my tea for when I'm working in the morning. And then this was a Christmas gift, and honestly, like, this is one of my favorite presents I've ever received. It is this Drake mug. It says feelings, and my manager at work got this for me, and honestly, like, her and I both love Drake. And it's kind of funny because the Christmas card she gave me was also a Drake themed card. It said Drake the Halls. I'm gonna try and find it and link it below because it's such a good card. But I really like this. I like the fact that it's pink inside as well. It's sort of that millennial pink. God, how cliche is that? But I really like it. I like the size of it too. It's a really good kind of tea size. It's not too big, so you don't have too much liquid in there. The tea's not too diluted or anything like that. So yeah, that one's a goodie. And I think they've got some other ones too. Like, I think there's a Beyonce one and a Kim Kardashian one, maybe a Kanye West one. I'll link the store down below in case you want to check it out. I know this video is probably going to be about 25 minutes long, but I also just want to very quickly mention a TV series that I watched on Netflix with Luke recently that we both really enjoyed. I don't really tend to watch too much TV in my spare time or in my downtime because I work in television, I watch TV all day. I love our programming at work, so I don't really feel like I'm missing out on anything. But when I do watch a TV series, I want it to be something that is really kind of meaty and has a lot of elements to it, and that's really interesting, and that I want to keep watching episode after episode. Like, I want to be able to binge watch it. It needs to be that kind of series for me. And one that we watched that I kind of felt ticked all those boxes was Altered Carbon. And this is sort of a sci-fi type series. If you haven't had a watch of it yet, I reckon it's worth just going and checking out the trailer to see if it's for you. I just really wanted to immerse myself in that series. I was a little bit devastated when the season ended. I do think there's going to be a season 2. I'm crossing fingers. But this is another one of those adaptations from a book. So I would like to read the original book. I think it's from about 15 years ago. But I feel like the concept is one that I haven't really encountered in any TV series before. I could be wrong, but my personal experience, I haven't kind of come across anything like it, which was something that I really liked. It felt really fresh and new to me. And again, I don't really want to ruin the series. So I have this really bad habit of ruining things for people by accident. So I don't really want to go into too much detail in case I give too much away. So just go and check it out on Netflix if you haven't seen it yet. So that's sort of everything that I've been loving at the moment. If you were still here and still watching, thank you so much for making it all the way through to the end. I'd love to know if there's anything that you have really been enjoying at the moment, whether it's sort of like a new top, or if it's a song, or if it's a TV series that you think is worth checking out, or even a book. Please let me know in the description box below so I can go and have a little bit of a peek afterwards. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time with a brand new one. See you soon. Bye.